My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this.
wow.
Do you believe her?
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two whole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God. You and your husband split finances. And I'm going to be really honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. My money! He's on my hall pass list.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian and he buys me lots of nice things.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I do. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the f did you do that made you tired? Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So I gotta sit there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday, I worked the entire, like, morning to night, whatever. I finally get a workout in because I'm trying to be less fat. And then she's like, babe, can you take out Happy? I'm so tired. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I take you to Mew Mew and you buy whatever you want. That's the bare...
Excuse me. Nail, I didn't buy whatever I wanted. He limited me. I am on a budget, okay?
Because you want a house that I don't care about. A house.
Will you be Jasleen Singh forever again?
Yes! Oh my God!
Take that drinky thing off. That drinky ding.
Did you guys know this?
Yes.
Oh my God! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
I can't watch! I can't watch!
I look good, Mr. Armstrong. Armstrong. You kill me, boy, so it's out.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, Daria, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
She's a good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like, I don't care about, I like tangible goods.
Not.
I don't like, I don't care about, I like.
Comedian Akaash Singh and his wife Jasleen Singh. We saw some clips of them. His wife is talking about popping her pussy in college while he's talking about her being a virgin. What's going on, St. James? What is happening right now?
Man, this is almost so bad. You almost gotta hope it's a joke. You almost gotta hope this is an inside joke or a running gag they're playing on us as a society. But the thing is, we know it's not a joke. My boy Akaash is going out like, excuse my language, he's going out sorry, like a bitch, as some might say. It makes me sad, man, because he talked all this shit about, like, you know, women rights and what makes a good man and all this shit that makes people corny and stuff. And I was backing him. You know, I was like, you know what, man, you know, you don't have to treat women like trash, and you don't. But who does he have fucking? Did he put his foot in his mouth? Now, when you see the other side of it, here's the thing, Ali. This is why you shouldn't trust people who go out their way to tell you how to have a good relationship. It usually is because they're not having a good relationship. And he looks like he does not look like a man. He does not look like an alpha. His masculinity is at question. He just doesn't look like the guy who can walk the walk. He definitely shouldn't be doing the talk. And it makes me bad. It makes me feel sad for him. It does.
I know what you mean. The clips certainly paint a different picture of their marriage than what he says. But do you really not think it can be a joke, or she's, playing up an act or something? Because to me, here's how I see it, right? Call me a white knight, call me whatever. But I don't think she's telling the truth about popping her pussy or anything. I think because Akash is a comedian, she also wants to be an influencer, be a comedian, have a following and all that. So she's resorting to shock humor to kind of get a rise out of people and get, some clicks, get some comments and stuff like that. Because to me, it seems like somebody who would overcompensate when she's talking about this stuff, which is, I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that, she did all the things she's talking about.
That's a good take, and I'm with you a little bit, but it does feel like it's the problem is so many of these clips are so much on the nose. It's like it seems to keep coming out, and yeah, at some point, out of respect for your husband, you do want to make it known that you're kind of joking a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're joking a little bit though. Like when I agree when she's talked about popping a pussy. I'm like, okay, she's probably exaggerating. She's probably trying to seem cool. I don't really hear women talk like that. I've never heard a woman like I was popping my pussy. Like, it's like 2010. So I'm like, okay, probably a joke. But then when she's like, I woke up with this random guy and my butt hurt, she didn't really laugh about it. It kind of how she said it. And I was like, damn.
Dude, and also, sorry to cut you off. All the orgy talk. All the orgy talk with your best friend's husband. What?
Also, here's the thing, Ali, and you might know a little bit better than I do. And I guess we both know. I know in a Christian, more of a Catholic sense, putting in the third hole, that was always the loophole. So when she says it like that, it is a smidge of truth to it. Because, like, to be honest, she hasn't said she was, quote unquote, hooking up or effing around. She just said, she did say I was effing around, but she never said it was through the hole that makes you not a virgin. She said it was through her other hole. And technically, she's not wrong. I think she's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically, some people believe that, and you do believe that she's not wrong. But
so you're saying she was telling the truth to Akash on a technicality? Like, she was a virgin, but just that one hole?
Yeah. Which to me, I don't know. I don't know. Like, to me, I'm like, do you think that counts?
No. I think when you say you're a virgin, I'm assuming you never, had that much, I'm assuming you just kissed and held hands. Yeah, no, you're a virgin. Like, you could say, I never had sex, like, vaginally, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no way you're a virgin if you took it up the butt. That's that's like a whole different.
Worse? Is it worse?
That's like a whole different lane. That's like a whole different thing. You're already like a freak that way. And but I'm a virgin. I take it up the butt, but I'm a virgin. Like, come on, let's get real.
To add something to your point, taking up the butt on a one night stand is nuts.
Crazy, dude.
On a one night stand, it's like, you can't take my virginity, but you can put it up my butthole. It's like, I just met you. That's nasty. I'm gonna do it, but that's nasty.
Does this say something about the state of being a celebrity these days? Where if you're a C-tier comedian who's a co-host of a well-known podcast, your wife automatically wants to, not automatically, but your wife is inclined to become an influencer and say whatever to get to the top and all that. Because if you look a little bit deeper in her videos and stuff, it's a lot of shopping hauls, it's a lot of lifestyle videos, it's a lot of typical influencer stuff. So you would also almost as think that this is kind of the lifestyle she wants for herself. She wants to be that type of person and live that life, but it's mostly funded by her husband.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know about. I feel like there's nothing wrong with her wanting to be an influencer. I don't even think there's nothing wrong with her using her husband's name to get up. I think that's fair. I think we all agree. The problem is when you're dragging his name in this way. And here's nothing, Ali. Young lady, go get your bag. But you can't go get your bag at the cost of the bag you and your husband already have. And here's the truth that nobody really wants to talk about. This is going to cost a lot of money. I mean, he was already in that pseudo manosphere lane. Now, he wasn't a manosphere guy, which is what made him that's why him and Meyer and Gaines were butting head. He did have some morality ethics to his stuff, and I agree with him. But he was still playing that lane with flagrant, which is you're playing to men, and you're playing to men more conservative than not. That's fine. But now that we see that you're not at all that guy, Ali, what do you think is going to happen to his ticket sales? What do you think is going to happen to his podcast? What do you think is going to happen to his shows in real time? So to answer your question, yeah, maybe you're destined. I don't know. I have a different question for you. I don't know if he's destined. I don't think her being an influencer is the problem. It's the fact that she came at it at the cost of what they already had, or better yet, what he already had.
And if you really think about it, these all just resurfaced. She was posting this stuff regularly. So it's at some point, the dam breaks. At some point, there's enough trickle through the dam that it all spills open and people take notice of that. But you're 100% right, because perception is reality, right? Mm-hmm. So before this, you would see Akaash Singh, you'll be like, oh, that's Andrew Schultz's buddy. I'll go see him. I've seen some of his clips. But now you're like, oh, that's the guy whose wife is disrespecting him. I don't want to go see him.
I mean, disrespectful. Some might even call him, some might say he might be sitting in the chair, if you get what I'm implying, Ali, Some might say he's what's this, long home, or whatever. I think it's long house. I'm not into this.
Dog house?
A dog house. The cut chair, the long house is an old saying,
the cuck chair. I think we just call it the cuck chair.
Yeah. But I say, for me, what I think is a different question I would like to pose to you is, does this show, no matter how much success and fame and money you might get, you can't outgrow who you are? Because a lot of this reeks of a man who couldn't get a woman who is pretty as her, and now that he's got her, he's doing everything to keep her, even though he's a man that now, based on the stats, can always get a woman like her. We're just talking looks, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't see himself like that. It seems, and because of that, he is degrading himself and allowing himself to be belittled because he can't get out that status no matter how much money and fame comes. Do you think that's the case?
I think so, a little bit. I think it's a case of you're marrying someone you like versus you're marrying someone who likes you, and I think it's a lot him liking and loving her versus her liking and loving him. She likes the lifestyle he provides, right? But everything else, I don't, all the evidence is right there. She's not really that much into him, just as a husband. She keeps, putting out all these clips and stuff. So I think it's a part of it. Part of it is that where you're pretty much married someone for their looks and for the status their looks and provides. So then it comes back right around and kind of bits you in the ass where all this stuff happens, where they go out there and put themselves out there and say some stuff that is questionable to your masculinity.
Yeah, it makes him look like a straight biatch. It makes him look like a straight biatch.
Why would you? How would that even happen? Would you, if let's just say you got married and your wife put those videos out, how would you react? How would you feel?
Well, I hate to be this guy. It wouldn't happen to me. So this is the next question I was going to ask you, but I'll answer your question with this question. If I bought
You're so cool. You're so cool. It wouldn't
$50,000
happen to me. I just
It
have
just wouldn't.
it was the cool guy here.
If I bought a lady a $50,000 ring to re-propose to you in front of my parents, and I tried to kiss you, and you turned your face, I would throw that ring in the fucking ocean. I swear to God. I would put if I'm on my knees and you're looking at the ring and not my eyes, I would pull the ring out your hand and I would stump it to the ground and say, "My bad, Mom. I didn't mean to waste your time. I thought this was somebody different." So to answer your question, I too much like having real relationships and I like showing women off. And if I'm ever in a situation where, like, here's the thing, man, I'm a comedian. And the one thing about us comedians, we're insecure. If I get the vibe that you want to have sex with another guy more than me that we consistently see and are around, I'm not going to keep dating you. I have better things to do in my life. I have better places to be. So if I ever feel like not only if I feel like I don't live up to it, if I feel like you're gonna make it known that I don't live up to it, I just wouldn't be there. It's not worth it. Here's the thing: the thing that sucks for Akaash is the pain he felt. You can't make that up. So I just want to put myself in that predicament. I'm not saying I'm human. I want love. We all make sacrifices, but at some point, like you said, Ali, you gotta meet me halfway. If you're not gonna meet me halfway, no, bro, I'm not gonna do it. Especially not if I can provide the way he can provide. I just won't do it.
It's a case of you gotta pick someone who is, more there for you and understands you at a deeper level versus wanting you for material things and shopping sprees and
Ali,
whatnot.
It's several videos, as we've just seen, of her not kissing him in the mouth in public because she's clearly ashamed of him. And she clearly knows if we're just talking about looks, he's not on her level looks-wise. If that is something you're going to make known repeatedly, here's the thing, Ali, she probably made it known before they got married. Just call a spade a spade. That doesn't just come out of nowhere. That's something she's been doing for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I can't kiss you in public, I'm not going to put a ring on your hand. What? If I can't show you off and you're also showing me off, and here's the thing, Ali, just be mad, just be real about it. We don't have to show each other off for the same reason. If I want to show you off for looks and you want to show me off for my money and status, that's fair. But we have to equally show each other off. If you're not going to show me off and be proud of me in public, I don't want you in private.
Have some respect. Don't humiliate me. I feel like that's the bare minimum I can ask for, right? Please don't drag me out online. Please show me in a good light so that I can succeed in the future.
Exactly.
Help me, help you.
And also, if this is a joke, this is a weird fucking joke. It's a weird joke that I don't really like. I would get it if it was more known, but like, this is just close. This is just too close to the vest in the way it's like, somebody's gonna get burned. It looks like it's Akaash. It's like, that's not the point of a joke. Not among your spouse. Like, if it's your homies, okay, we can run some inside joke like this, blah, blah. But your spouse, that represents you, man and woman. Man and lady, apologize. And so, like, this weird thing, like, the reason why I don't think it's a joke, because this doesn't make him look good. This is only hurting him.
Even if it's a private joke, bringing it publicly, it's a whole different story, and it'll paint you in a totally different picture. If it's private, just keep it private, and just have your own relationship behind closed doors. And when she's putting out videos and wanting to be an influencer and wanting to cause controversy and things like of that nature, she could talk about everything else. She could say anything. Just don't malign your husband.